My name is Victor. I'm a refugee based here in Nigeria. I'm from Cameroon. 2017, when we had crisis, which is still going on back home now. Then it was not easy for me because I started having threat letters and calls, so I could not continue. So I had to pack and close the place, then come to Nigeria.
Hello guys, my name is William Ame, and today we have an interesting story to share. One that do not portray Africa in the stereotypic manner that we are all familiar with. Again, this is the essence of why we do the things that we do, to project story of people who are doing amazing things in and across Africa. And today with me is an incredible person who, though has faced so many challenges, but for every time he finds himself in a very dear situation, he finds a way to not just help himself, but help the people around him. And I tell you what, his story today is going to inspire you, motivate you, and of course, prove to you that Africans are not the typical consumers that the world wants you to believe. You know, here we are at a refugee camp in Ogoja local government, precisely in Adagom. And it is not a typical resettlement that's look forward to vans coming in with palliative, but one that are already learning to thrive, you know, by providing solution to the so many problems they are faced with. And using the camp as an instance, they have created a system for themselves that is already working. And I believe that with more investment, with more visibility to what they do, we can replicate this system even in our larger community.
Back home, I had a CBO, community-based organization. So we were operating on renewable energy, such as biogas, solar panels, solar air dryer, solar water heater, and other renewable energy sectors or areas. So there back, we were about seven of us. Then we had the CBO was bigger than what we have here in Nigeria, because that was where students from other universities used to come for training. Yeah, during holidays they come for training. Then we have contract with other universities like Pan-African Institute and University of Boya back in Cameroon. So during this crisis, 2017, it was not easy. We started receiving threat letters from unknown persons, and were forced to close our CBO. Then I came here to Nigeria. So when I came to Nigeria, I thought it wise to see if I could set up the same CBO that I had back home. Yeah, though it was not easy. It's not been easy because, you know, leaving your home country to another country, we had a lot of difficulties. But thank God we're able to push up, and we've gotten to this level. I personally thought it wise to engage in this area of renewable energy. You know, here we have a lot of domestic waste. And if you see things like solar panels, those raw materials are being collected here from Africa. So you see, if we start collecting our raw materials, you see that we'll go a long way to transform them. And doing this on this process is going to help economic-wise, it's going to help unemployment. And also, like you've seen behind the gathering plastic, we're clearing our environment for agricultural productivity. So yeah, so we have a lot of benefits engaging in renewable energy. Also fighting for climate change, or advocating for climate change. Because, you know, like here in the settlement, the increase of refugees have increased the rate of deforestation. So now wood is the main source of energy being used here in the settlement. So if we can have a bigger plant and people start using biogas, collecting waste, animal waste, domestic waste, and human waste, you see that our environment will be clean, and also will stop destroying the forest. Biogas, as I earlier explained, we transform waste to energy. And as I earlier said, when you see that the main source of energy in rural areas is wood, and people are complaining of climate change. And so if we start collecting our own waste to transform to energy, to replace wood and charcoal, you see that we'll go a long way to live in a better environment. Yeah, okay, this is the toilet, where we also collect human waste. Like we use the toilet, then the waste goes through this pipe into the system. Construct a round wall in the ground. Then, though we have other types of biogas, like we have a movable biogas, a surface biogas plant, but it's not really acceptable everywhere here in Africa because of our climate differences. So during the rainy season, you have the temperature drops. During the dry season, it increases. So now we thought it wise to install a biogas plant in the ground to maintain a certain temperature. Like after this, you see it behind. Now, when we get the hole, depending on the size of the plant, then we now construct our round walls using sand, cement, and gravel. Then we now construct our round wall. It has the inlet, it has the biodigester itself, which is like, it's like a human system where you eat, it digests in your stomach, then you pass it out, you pass the waste out. So then you have the outlet. So when you feed the plant with rich waste, it produces the gas, then the waste now goes out automatically where we collect it for natural manure. Okay, this is our finished product, the biogas product. This is where we've connected these burners so that you can see how it works. Okay, this is our system here working. And in a simple way of explaining, this biogas replaces the normal artificial gas we have at home. The only advantage, of this biogas plant is that we transform our waste, which is more cheaper than buying gas. So we transform our domestic waste, so you don't need to buy any chemical to produce this gas. The waste that you use in your house, like kitchen waste, domestic waste, cow dung, and human waste, we transform it, then you have the finished product. We have solar air dryer. You can see behind me, there was solar air dryer. Solar air dryer, when we came here, we thought it wise to construct and install a solar air dryer for drying farm and food products. Yeah, this is the solar air dryer. This is the indirect solar air dryer. We have two types of solar air dryer. We have direct solar air dryer. We have indirect solar air dryer. As I earlier said, we try to use our local materials here in Africa to construct our equipment. So this is solar air dryer. This is the air collector. This is the air collector. So it collects the air, the cold air, and it goes inside. This solar air dryer can contain 50 kilograms of product at once. Then if it's fish, you can dry fish here for 24 hours. If it's vegetable, you can dry vegetable for 12 hours. As you can see, it's a semi-closed system, where once you put what you want to dry it inside, you close it. It's free from impurities and bacteria. You know, when you go around, not only here in the refugee settlement, but also in the host community and other communities, you see that people dried their food, they expose it maybe directly on the ground. And also the energy that dries it comes directly from sun, which is not really good health-wise. So, and is exposed to insects, bacteria and impurities. So using the solar air dryer is a little bit a closed system, a semi-closed system, where we now install our collector, our energy collector. Then we attach it to the drying system. Then it collects the cold air from the space, then heat the air within the system, the heating system. Then I send it now where you've put your food. So you see that it dries and the color still remains the same natural color. And you know something that is dry is richer than wet ones. Yeah. So, and it's also free from impurities and also free from all these bacteria. We're also working on plastic recycling, transforming plastic to bricks. And also, we are also looking ahead to transform plastic to plastic plate. We transform plastic to bricks. So here we use plastics and sand. So this is a finished product.
We are the solution that we look for, you know, and Mr. Victor is a testament of all the message and all the things that we've been preaching. I'm so impressed and I'm so pleased to be seated with this great and incredible man doing incredible work here in Nigeria. And I believe even people in Cameroon will be watching this, and they will wish that you guys are back to Cameroon and implement what you are doing here. Exactly. You know, we want peace in Africa. All these crises are not necessary, you know. We really want peace, and it is not what other people can give us, it is what we ourselves have to give ourselves, right? There's no point taking arms to fight or to, you know, destabilize our own economy or our own community. I'm glad that you are taking the challenge. You are helping the people of this community, and I pray that our endeavor will yield fruitful results.
Thank you very much. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
I'm honored.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. All right.